Daisy, female. Daisy's name in Japan is Horumon, apparently. A second cousin who is a cow through and through. Their running speed is the same as whether on 2 or 4 legs. I'm glad they don't have the old description for Daisy. For those who don't know, Daisy's feet squirt milk when she runs. I just think this is important for y'all to know. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Boom. Oh, is that really a million? A million roses? Amazing. That's amazing. We're rather impressed. Such a pointless exercise. Well, thank you for doing it. We're so pleased. Yes, let's go home now.
You did it.
Thank you, Mari. Look at this! Look at this!
Earthquakening.
It's 9:27.
It's a pleasure to see you.
1 million roses! Hello! Why was that musical? Why did I just auto-tune my own voice? How the hell? My God. My God. I'm going to aim for the 4th square. Right here. I'm aiming right in the 4th square.
Everyone else. Choose a
Gonna aim for that 4th square right there. Hey, Snow.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Let the games begin. Pick a spot to drop from.
Let's go.
Ever heard of chaos theory? Well, this is
Oh! Woo!
Oh, I am filled with rage about the whole nobody dying thing.
Yeah! I'm glad this guy has no peripheral vision whatsoever. What? What? I need to do backspin if I'm doing this. I got distracted by the golf cart! I screwed that up because I thought I was going to get hit by a golf cart. Learned that white strawberries exist. Now Daisy, female. Daisy's name in Japan is Horumon, apparently. A second cousin who is a cow through and through. Their running speed is the same as whether on 2 or 4 legs. I'm glad they don't have the old description for Daisy. For those who don't know, Daisy's feet squirt milk when she runs. I just think this is important for y'all to know. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Boom!
Happy to see you again, Ilo Storit
Is that
Goniona.
really a million? A million roses? Amazing! That's amazing! We're rather impressed. Such a pointless exercise. Well, thank you for doing it. We're so pleased. Yes, let's go home now.
You did it.
Thank you, Mari. We're having a chill morning today. Hi, everyone. Hey, Earthquake. Hey, Door. I hope you're doing all right. I hope you're relaxing and feeling chill. Everybody, all the stream avatars are off screen. They're all off screen. They're all just standing somewhere else. So I've been doing some testing and stuff, trying to get things sorted. So I switched over to Distant Horizons instead of Bobby, which I've heard good things about, but I've always had lag spikes. And apparently that's related to the memory collector, which I believe I've fixed how that's working. Also, we had talked last time I was here. We had talked last time I was here in my base about a lag spike. I don't know if I fixed it. I did like 20 of these little loops. So last stream in Minecraft, we were doing loops here, and I would get these lag spikes. Right, I would get a lag spike every once in a while I went through here. And if you'll notice, I removed something here. And I'm a little bothered by it because I was really looking forward to using that as a key thing. But I removed the player armor stands. So that might be the culprit of what was causing the lag spikes for me. It wasn't for everyone though, so I'm hoping that gets sorted. Hey Fuji, as they do updates, but I think the player armor stands were my issue, which is a really interesting one. It does look empty without stream avatars down there. They're in now. They all spawned in the same area. I don't exactly have a plan today. I really don't. Which I haven't for a while, and again, I do apologize for that. But yeah, I switched over to Distant Horizons instead of Bobby, which does work well. Like I can't fault it. Like I can see I've got a good level of detail from a handful of visual mods, allowing me to see quite far, quite well. I'm not sure where our lines are in a lot of this, but I'm testing things. Hey, Rose. Yeah, I don't know what I want to do today. I should work on this. I should work on a lot of things. I think we're going to start out, and I'm just going to start chopping some trees down. I've mentioned this before, a lot of this is going to be field over this way. So I'm just going to go down here and we're going to toy that. Hi, Snow. I'm going to try and get rid of, at the very least, a good chunk of these, because I don't know what to do. So just spending some time chopping trees feels like a good starting point, right? And we can figure out what we're doing elsewhere later. Sometimes I wonder if I set that rain sound too high, but I do like the rain sound, so we leave it on. Yes, phone. Congratulations. You can ping me. But yeah, no, I hope everybody slept all right. I am extremely cold. The weather went from like hitting 70 yesterday to its decision today to be 40 degrees. So it's just above freezing. We went from very hot for what I am used to back to freezing again, and I'm kind of tired of it. Oh, so it is. I see that. The new model's frame rate is wrong. Put a note in the Discord for me, Timber. I will fix that after the stream. I'm not gonna go into it like I did before. But put a note in the Discord. Put it in the stream stuff, and the stream crafting channel, and I'll fix it post stream. Hi, BB. Hi. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah! Buddy. Hi. Hey, Una. But yeah, if there's any issues related to the stream avatars, just let me know between streams and then I can adjust it, so something's being animated at the wrong frame rate means I just need to double check some variables and stuff. Not the end of the world. Right now, so Distant Horizons on its own has a designed limit of 32 chunks, which you can see when I was flying. You can see the edge of what it's rendering right there, right? Like you can see what it's getting, and I'm trying to figure out. Like it wants to be much higher. If I do 64, do I shouldn't lose any frames or anything. I think that's the chunk rendering range, and then I think we're good. I'd rather just stay near 60 all the time. Just below 60. That's where I want it. I want to be in a good spot where I can wear a hoodie and be cozy all the time. And yeah, no, it's cool to just notice. I'm just saying, like, put a note in the stream crafting channel so I can get to it, because I don't want to mess with it when watch streaks should be happening. So I can hopefully have that, have the watch streaks all actually working, you know? No, you're good. You're good, Timber. You're good, Timber. I'm not bothered. I was just explaining. Like, it's all good. Dude. Okay, get rid of you. Get rid of you. Hey, Amaru. Hey, Toko. Choppy, 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 choppy. Chill vibes for everyone. Chill vibes for everyone. The world is stressful, but we don't need to be stressed here, right? Y'all wanna laugh about somebody who got modded during Gamers Outreach with me? Because I think that's a fun topic. Hey, Bunny. After I say not to be stressed, but I wanna comment on something. Thank you for the follow, much appreciated. I love seeing people who clearly screwed up backpedal but never apologize. Like, the number one thing that always gets me with ban appeals is, like, apologize. Right? Like, if you do something that gets you banned, like, the number one thing to try and get, if you want unbanned, is to apologize, right? Like, that's the big thing. The reason I bring this up is somebody got banned during the charity event for being transphobic, specifically towards non-binary, being transphobic towards non-binary people, right? Which I think is more, I mean, as a non-binary person myself, more than valid to get banned for that, right? I think we can all agree. The part that cracks me up is they did it in a chat where they did it in a chat and got removed. I was informed of it and removed them from Cleo's chat because obviously. But what cracks me up about it, what cracks me up about it though, and like genuinely cracks me up about it is they got banned like everywhere. They got banned and restricted from everyone when they did it. Like, no one wants that around. So they've been going the last like couple of days. They realized this. They learned how many places actually did that. And they've been like trying to leave trans positive messages, but they're not even like trans positive messages, which is what's been cracking me up. Like the statement, like the one statement we all know is trans rights are human rights, which it's supposed the whole purpose of trans rights are human rights is that trans people deserve the same rights as everyone else, right? That's the whole point of that statement. They kind of tried to do that statement, but their statement was trans people are human. Was their attempt at it? It's very much there was an attempt that they posted in one of the Hermit chats. So they're trying to look like they're not transphobic, but they're also like completely whiffing on what the statements are. But the thing that got me is like they've been sending appeals and they've been whispering mods and they've been trying to get like past being blocked in these. But here's the thing. Their comment was bigoted towards Cleo specifically. It was somebody talking about Cleo's pronouns being she they, and they did a bigoted comment towards using they them pronouns, which is what got them banned from Cleo. They don't follow Cleo. This is important to note. They don't follow Cleo. However, they did make a point to leave the comment of they did appeal Cleo's when they had found this out. And the reason I bring this up is because their appeal was just, okay, fine. Like, the one spot you would need to apologize, and your appeal was, okay, fine. It's just like, you good? Like, I don't even need to ask Cleo if I should approve that appeal. That's just a denial. Most ban appeals are run by Cleo. If they're an apology. If there's not an apology, there's no appeal. I was also told by Cleo during the event that if I ban anybody during the event for being hateful towards Cleo in any way, to just not tell Cleo about it. So... that's it for them. But it just cracked me up that that was their appeal. Like, that is the worst appeal. And it's like, okay, I get it. They don't really care if Cleo were to unban them, right? Like, they don't care. We already know they're a bigot. They don't care. But, like, the target of your transphobia is the group that you need to appeal to, which is just what cracked me up. It's like, you ain't thinking this through, are you? You ain't thinking. But no, it was just one of those, like, I don't believe you're sorry, because okay, fine was your appeal. But no, I have a feeling this person is going to try and throw a fit on something like the Reddit or Twitter or whatever, saying, The hermits banned me, and they're being transphobic. All I said was this, because their message history is going to have them getting banned after saying things like, trans people are human. Like, uh-huh. So anyway, if you see that floating around. Hey, Golden. It really does. One sec, I wanna see something. I also want to get rid of this notification sitting on my phone. Why is it there? But yeah, you want to know one of, like, in my opinion, one of the worst things you can do if you're trying to get unbanned from a Discord, or from, well, if you're trying to get unbanned from a Twitch stream or anything like that, is to whisper the mods after after you're banned to try and get unbanned. Like, you use the appeal. You use the appeal or you don't use any. Hey, ampersand. Ooh, there went my frames. Oh no, V. Well, I mean, arguably it was 2 days, but I'm sorry you missed it. Okay, let's go repair our tools. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, the VODs are still there. The VODs are still there. Love loading the end for the first time. Whoop. Okay, long load. That took forever. Free me! Free me! Aw. I'm sorry to hear that. I was modding them the whole time. Slightly overwhelming, to be honest. It took my eyes multiple days to just start working like normal again. Yeah, so basically the reason that happens is Enderman can only spawn over there. They have no other spawning spots, so they all spawn on that platform. You stand here. They get entity crammed over in that other platform that they zip to. Whee! It's a nice and simple farm for this. It's not as fast as some of the ones that like spawn and drop them all, but yay, Rose! Now hopefully Rose properly got everything. This is the one thing that always gets me, is I don't know if Rose actually got the stuff that Rose was supposed to get. It looks like the item should have been gifted to Rose if everything worked correctly. So hopefully... Yeah, I see. Rose is wearing the purple jacket in the overlay, right? I believe that's Rose's little calf pint down there. So you can see all of the rings around the tail. But yeah, I've moved Mari's messages into whispers, so I don't know if everything is actively working. So things may bug out and fail, is an issue we do have to deal with. But the hope is that everything actually correctly, like, goes... Oh. See, the problem with doing things like the hug red is that if you're on a different layer, it just won't work. You gotta be on the same one. Hey, Elusive! Because otherwise there's no pathing to get over there. Oh my god. Anybody need ender pearls? Trying to get as many of these to kind of clear this up a bit. Because nobody's using them. So like it does work, but it's just like this is so much junk. And a lot of these are going back into the chest because this is a hopper set to take like half of it. Right, but just reducing the trash buildup in here for a little bit. Oh, but I hope everybody's doing all right this morning. We are having an issue with Twitch that I do want to kind of point out to everybody. Hello, Soumya. That I want to point out to everybody as a thing. If you were unaware, Twitch is being really, really strict on what it counts as another viewer, as a regular viewer. So if you are able, yeah, Yuna. If you are able, I would appreciate if you, if you're on desktop and you don't have Better Twitch TV installed, or you do have it installed, double check your settings. But betterttv.com, there's a browser extension you can install on desktop. And after you install that, click the settings gear by your chat in the bottom, like next to the chat box, and look for Better TTV settings. Open that up and turn on the auto claim bonus channel points button. That'll make sure your views continue to count. Because I noticed this last night, but about 20% of viewers aren't being counted by Twitch at any given time now. And auto-claiming that chest will auto-claim the bonus points for you, which is the little chest that appears in chat next to things. But it'll also just, in general, help keep your views going. Yeah, well, I find it useful for modding, Yuna, like on that little note. I find it useful for modding because then I can, or as a viewer, if you're somebody who likes to report messages, so if you see something that gets automatically deleted, you can still report it, right? Like if a bot went through and posted something offensive, you can report that and help get rid of that account. So it can be useful for a handful of things. Are we questioning snow now, Soumya? Okay, that should at least reduce the mess. But yeah, Better Twitch TV, very useful. Highly, highly recommend it. It's just good to have. Hey, look, our pies are finally building up. Concrete should be good. Glass is good. I have copper in my inventory that I haven't been getting rid of. There we go. Yeah, it's good. The main things I always try to remind people when it comes to modding is that if you ban somebody, put a ban note. Fill out the mod comments. How did Mari push you away from your spot? Did you do that? So I was thinking of doing something, by the way, y'all. I was thinking of doing something for the streams. I'm not normally one to do like full-on chat TTS. Well, technically you do have a TTS through Mari. That is meant to kind of pretend to be Mari, right? Like you are speaking on behalf of Mari. I was thinking of adding a TTS that would only be triggered versus bits and stuff like that, or via donations, dollar amounts, and maybe putting a TTS on that. It's more typical than other channels, but I was thinking of doing it. On that note, Una, when it comes to banning bots, and I'm assuming they're ones that are dropping like Nezra and like the other viewer bot spam ones, right? Like that's generally what you're banning, right? I'm hoping you've learned about block terms and how to add those to chats. Because that's the big thing. Want cheap viewers, blah, 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 blah.
We have covered this before, Cameron. If I pushed them, it was because it was my spot, as defined by my being there. If it was not my spot, I would not have been there, and they would not have been pushed.
Yes, Mari. When you're in mod view, Una, in the up above the chat, in the little chat portion, there is a drop down you can click on, and that allows you to add block terms. What you can do there is you can see what's in their message. So usually cheap viewers is one of them, things like that. The word viewers in general is usually a held one. But you can usually find what they're doing, and then like say you wanted to block the word. We're just going to use the word bots, for instance. Say you wanted to block the word bots. You could type, you could add the block term bots directly, or you could do like BOT and then an asterisk, and that asterisk counts as a wild card. I usually use it for like websites they'll mention. I'll write what they did, but I'll put an asterisk at the end of it, so that way it gets like weird spellings, special characters, things like that. You can do all sorts of stuff by blocking certain terms. But the asterisk will save you from having to do like every manual variation. During Cleo's stream, we had to block the word pretty and beautiful and gorgeous because people were being weird. But people also can't spell. Pretty would be spelled wrong. Pretty would get 2 E's, 2 T, 3 T's, 1 T. So we just did P-R-E asterisk, T asterisk to get all the spelling variations of it. And then it just holds it. And then you can approve it or deny it. But it holds... Oops. It holds all of it off to the side for you when you're modding, which makes your life a lot easier. But yeah, no, the blocked words list is the way we're able to handle Cleo's chat so easily. We add things to block terms. Those block terms stay updated. Those block terms keep track of what's going on and hold them, and then we can approve them. They just get held. Like we've added etho as a thing. We've added green as a thing before because people will talk about other people doing things and it's rude, so we block their names. And it's just a typical thing. Una, if you are on Blue Sky, you can go to my profile, go to feeds, and then there is a section called streamer tips. So my profile, and then there's a tab at the top that says feeds. I have one called streamer tips. I've written a lot of these down. The moderation stuff is in there, so if you want that as a spot to save that note or whatever to look at, you can do that. I don't know what I want to do. So like I said, we got on here and we just chopped down some trees. Right, we went over and we got rid of a bunch more trees over there. What's going to happen with over there, especially, like right here, as you can see, I'm going to do a lot of farmland, and I mean a lot. So right here we have our hill, but I want to have farmland all around it. So we could push back to the hill. This will also need cleared. Like a lot of this is going to need cleared, replanted, all that stuff. Hey, Big B. But I also want field to go over here, and I've got, you know what? Let's go over to that pillager outpost. Why not? Do. Boom. My biggest advice for a lot of streams, and it will always be this, is you're probably too quiet. As a streamer, you are probably too quiet. Everybody thinks, oh no, the red. I'm in the red right now. You know that? Like my stream is in the red. As far as the color gauge goes, I am in the red. My actual volume, though, is -20. According to the decibel meter. I missed my landing because I was looking over at my decibel meter. I think. Yeah. This way. Hey, there's a waystone. Yeah, Big B, yours is too quiet. So the big thing with the volume is, I don't know what you mean by on 90. The big thing is when you're looking at your audio meters. You know what? I'm gonna do this as a thing. We're gonna take a quick moment here just so I can show this because I don't think people understand. Where are you? No. You are too quiet, but everything else is also quiet. Also, don't review things on as a regular thing. Don't review things on mobile. Is something I've always mentioned. Oop, I need this one. Here's what I want to show y'all. This is my audio meter. Look how loud I get on there. Look where my volume goes to. Look how high up I am on my mic. Don't be afraid to get your volume up there. You just gotta learn to use limiters and compressors and stuff. But I don't know if anyone's been here or not. Hi, BB. But yeah, no, don't be afraid to have your meter up. The red area is there for whatever is supposed to be at the top of your volume. Okay, they are still here. But the volume, and this is what I always try to explain. My volume is not up here. You keep seeing this light up, right? You keep seeing that little spot. That's not my volume. That is not my volume. No, but even then, red. Because even though I go, ah, I'm not getting that loud. Like, even when I scream, if I go, ah! Look at that. I barely went up. The red's not, it's not about that. Oh, they're gone. Compressors and all that. BB, we don't need to yell. I know I just yelled, but you don't need to yell. So here's the thing I try to point out, though, that people don't understand when it comes to volume, right? You look at it and it looks like I'm getting up. It looks like I'm all the way up here, right? That little line. People take that as, oh, that's how loud I am. No, you're this little black bar. This little black bar in your meter is your volume. Not the color, the black bar. The black bar is the volume. Watch the black bar. Don't look at this, look at this. This is the line you need to follow. You want limiters and compressors to keep that from hitting the very top. But this is the line you need to pay attention to. This is the line right here. Pay attention to this black bar in the middle. That is your volume when you stream. That is the volume of everything. Anyway. If it's the black bar, why do the... So the other colors are the audio range. So, like the frequency of your voice. So those are sounds that are being made, but that is not what we perceive as people. We don't really perceive those ranges. Like when you talk about how loud something is, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's actually in that volume. Like, loudness is perceived, right? It is a perception. It is not something that is like straightforward. It is not. BB, I am trying to work, and you're distracting me. But like, there is the frequencies that the speaker needs to play and sort out, right?
Meow.
Not you too, Mari. Yeah, you're good there if you're at that point. But a big thing is that a lot of streams will be afraid to even let they watch the color on it, and they think, oh, that color is where my they think they're going. They think that the top of their color is supposed to be in the green, so people's actual volume ends up being like -45, rather than actually being where they think they are, which makes streams far too quiet. They're like, oh no, I'm in the red. Like you're allowed to be in the red. Yeah, that's one of those things where I just try to explain that. And another one of the things is people go, oh, I hear you fine, and they're listening on mobile. Mobile has what's called an upward compressor. Basically, an upward compressor picks things that are above a certain volume and then makes that way louder. It'll push that up. If it's above a certain threshold, it'll push it way up. I have a compressor in general, which goes both above and below. But a lot of people will do, but a lot of people don't realize mobile has an upward compressor on it, which is the same thing that's actually on TikTok, which is why pretty much like every TikTok you listen to is the same volume if you're listening on mobile. But if you listen on desktop, they'll be kind of all over the place and just doing their own thing. And it's because there's an upward compressor, which is why like when I ask the volume of things, I always go like, I'm not asking mobile, right? Hey, Otter, I'm not asking mobile because mobile... Sorry, you don't know what you're talking about, you know? When it comes to volume. I think somebody looted this place. Like, I'm pretty sure this place has been looted, because aren't there normally chests up here? Hey, Fallon. How's it going? Go. Nope. There we go. Hey! There we go. Whoop. There was a mod that I was told that I should have installed on the server called Looter, which apparently makes all chests user dependent. Had I known about it before I started the server, I probably would have done that. Did not know about it, so didn't do it. But now that I know it exists, being aware of that for the future. But everything was already pre-rendered or preloaded, so it doesn't actually matter. It has to happen before the world generation for those chunks. And all the chunks on the server are preloaded in order to stop any lag issues that come with that. So it doesn't quite help at this point. Why are there so many of you? But I hope you're doing well, Fallen. It's really nice to see you hanging out more. Aside from just the ones where I play your game. I don't blame you for showing up for the ones where I play your game, obviously. It's nice seeing you outside of it. Hey, Mello. Try to clear everything around the, around here, so if more of them are hiding, I can at least get rid of them. There we go. There we go. I mean, that's fair, but I can still be grateful for the for the ones I do notice. Right? Oh, but yeah, I am happy to see that the watch streak stuff is all actually working. This is the big thing, because they are set to whispers. There is a chance of them failing, but thankfully with a lot of it, well, a lot of it may not work properly, but I will say that unless it's the 200 watch streak redeem, unless it's the one where you're actually getting like a full 200, right? That fails. It should be able to fix it for the later later runs of it. So, like, if it misses the 10, the 25 will work. But obviously, people would want to know if they got it, right? But I'm really pleased with getting that set up yesterday. So, again, for those who don't know, basically with Stream Avatars, we added a new accessory that you can only get if you've gained a watch streak of 10, 25, 50, 100, or 200. And it adds little rings to the tail of your little calf pint walking around on the bottom of the screen. And you can take them off. If you don't want to wear the rings, you can take them off. But they are by default equipped. What are the spawning rules on these guys? Because, like, clearly they're still spawning. I don't know the spawning rules on pillagers. Especially when near an outpost. They spawn around. Okay, I get that. But what is the outpost a permanent thing, or if I just take down the structure, does it go away? Like, these are the questions. Do they need a light level of a certain thing in order to spawn there? What are the? Stream Avatars does have battle royales. I have it disabled. I have it disabled because of the things I've had to do with Stream Avatars to make it work as it does. But yeah, if they're gonna keep spawning here, I feel like I need to put in some defenses for them. But the main thing that gets me is if I'm gonna be building out here eventually, right? Like if I'm going to be going over here and saying that, hey, I want to have a normal, like, a farm over here. I don't want these guys just chilling in the farm, so I'm gonna have to find some way to deal with this. Light level 14 prevent villager spawn in a 75 by 75 area around an outpost. 75 by 75? So 37 blocks in every direction? No. Yeah, 37 blocks in every direction from the center. Jesus. Light level 14? Is it a circle or a square? I guess that's my question. Is it a circle spawn or is it a square spawn? Because some things are circular, some things are square, and I never... I'm never certain which one. If only they dropped things that were useful! They don't have anything good. But yeah, I'd like to just clear this bit off. At least figure out where they're coming from. Right, so if we know that they're spawning based on this center point. And let's see, shape list. And then, I'm sorry, did you just spawn on me? No, that was a particle. But if we enable this and we do... I assume it's either a cylinder. Is it a cylinder, like square? 72, 72, centered on the top level, chest level of the outpost. So up here, right here is the center point. And then you're saying it's a cube. Gonna add a cube, shape, set origin. And then you're saying 72, 72, 54. So 72. $54 and a boop and a boop and a boop. That is not. I did. Sorry, I didn't do radius. I set the radius as 72, not. That would be 36. 36. And 27. I think I got two of my coordinates mixed up. I'm not sure. I think this is supposed to be 27 and then 36 because Minecraft has these, in my opinion, backwards. That is such a big area! What even? I am gonna have to spawn-proof this massive area, and I'm unhappy about it. Like, what? Thankfully, there's not as much underground. You know what? Thankfully, there's not as much of that that's underground, but that is still absolutely massive, and I am not happy about that. All right, let's get rid of our trash. The area is non-spawnable for anything that's not a pillager. That is interesting. That is actually I will give it that. That is a positive. Like if it's an area that like nothing else can spawn, that's pretty cool. But still, that's a massive area there. Okay. Let's go to our storage. We're gonna do other projects again. Because I'm in ADHD mode. Old storage. One, let's check over here. Throw all that in there. How's our bone meal doing? Not too bad. Now I have ice, baby. We got purple stained glass, which is always good. Lots of purple stained glass. Let's grab all of that. We're going back to the overlook. Oh, I need skulk. Go back over here. Overlook. Do 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 do. You're allowed. Yeah, go ahead, Red. Where is the edge I was at? Right here. Pillagers may naturally spawn on any valid opaque block except leaves. That's not an opaque block! As long as the light level is 8 or less. As long as the block light level is 8 or less. So they can't spawn on 9 or higher. Wait. However, spawn on... I wonder, Red, if that's kind of something that's left over from when they did the massive lighting overhaul. That one of them might be broken. Because the pillagers may naturally spawn on any valid opaque block that is light level 8 or less. Almost feels like that's related to the light level of 7 that we used to have, right? I don't know, could be wrong, but it feels like that might be related. Unless they're saying that the light level of 14 or greater is the opaque blocks. I don't know. That is confusing, though. I agree. That is very confusingly worded. Okay, so one of these, and I'm not sure which one it is. Is it you? No, I messed these up. It should be a sphere. So it should be this. But what shape is this? Radius is 75. It's not that. Is it this one? What's your radius? Radius of 15. It's definitely not. Okay, wait, no. It should be this one. So this is our radius of 75. I think this is the one I'm standing on. The problem is I accidentally moved the origin somewhere when I didn't mean to. Where is that origin? I don't know. Over there. See, I accidentally moved it when I was messing with, when I was messing with some other spots. Hi, BB. Hi. Hi. You good? You good, bud? Yeah? Okay, so this, because I accidentally changed the global origin, it's supposed to be the shape origin. So I'm going to do set origin here, which I am offset. You can see that it is definitely not centered. Hi, BB. Hi. Hi. You good, buddy? You good? Okay, so that's supposed to be there. I'm going the wrong way. Okay, I'm gonna go up 1 so I can see this. So this should line up with what I'm standing on, which... looks like I got it. Yeah, everything is lined up. Cool. So now I just need to lower it 1. There. So that was where that was supposed to be. So now you can't see any of it, right? Until I get to the edge. So we go this way. And there we go. So this is the lineup for the front half of this. I gotta get over to the side that actually has stairs down. But yeah, this just beats using the online guides for for all this, because, like, what do you mean? I love how, like, neon purple that becomes. As soon as I place one of those. The only thing I don't like is it's very hard to tell sometimes that I need to place one. Like, I look at that and I'm like, I don't know. Like, no, that does go there. Okay. But yeah, figuring out what spots I need to do this is just... I've been putting off working on the sphere, which is the main reason I'm doing it right now. Like, I don't know what to do. You know what? Focus on a thing that we've had in the past that I've been procrastinating on and haven't actually touched in ages. That's what I should be doing. So here we are, actually doing the thing. There we go. Get up here. But yeah, it's not the most exciting thing to do. I know that, but like, genuinely, part of that is why I haven't been doing it, and y'all are here for a chill Sunday, so. Let's actually have a chill Sunday, right? Listen to Macbeth. Question Eye Strain. Oh, I finally did something I had forgotten to do on my new computer yesterday. Actually, I say yesterday, this morning. I finally went through and color calibrated my monitor. I forgot to do it when I got the new computer. I'm just like, my monitors have really different visuals. I should probably fix that, huh? So I went through and color calibrated. Feels a lot better. It used to be weirder, and I'm hard-pressed to figure out which bits still apply. It used to require block light level of 7 or lower, or the block is sand or grass. Okay, so naturally spawning ground cover, basically. Or the skylight level is 8 or above, even at night. Okay, so that sounds mostly like old mob spawning rules, plus needed to be grass or sand, so that way they could only spawn on natural terrain. Which I like that. That would actually give me some control over if they could spawn or not. But I understand how that does seem confusing at first. My mouse is rolling a bit smoother than it did yesterday. Not quite there yet. I used bearing grease on it. On the little rollers inside the trackball. And it is helping. But it's like they don't want to spin to get the grease under them. So I have to push really hard to actually get it to start going. But then I think once I can get the grease actually properly in there, it'll all be good. It used to require block height level 7 and lower, or the block is sand or grass, or the hypothetical. Yeah, I feel like it should be all of those. Well, it's probably supposed to be any of those. If any of those are true, they can spawn. Sky level is 8 or above, even at night. Yeah. It's weird.
Everyone should really stretch their legs about now.
You're not wrong, Mari. You're not wrong. bum bum bum. By the way, I don't know if anybody on the server wants to help with this massive sphere project, but you are welcome to. And I know it sounds like, but how could I help with the sphere? You don't have to do the build guide stuff by any means. Trust me, I understand not wanting to build the sphere. Hey, Valentine, how's it going? You would not be expected to do anything regarding the sphere itself, but if you want to be helpful, you could place lights for me. Because you can see how little of this is lit. But if you've ever held a light source block, you can see exactly where those edges are. But how's it going, Valentine? Love that emote. It's very cute. Where are we at? There we go. Found it. But it is time for us to take a quick step away and stretch our legs and all that fun stuff, which I know is not ideal. I know it's sad and disappointing that I gotta step away and you gotta watch possibly ads for 3 minutes. I get it. I'm sorry. But it is to turn off pre-rolls for anybody new that tunes in the next few minutes. Well, in the next hour. So we are gonna step away, get up, stretch, wiggle around, they, them, your arms, tube them, your arms, and I'll see y'all in a little bit. Be right back! The running speed is the same as whether on 2 or 4 legs. I'm glad they don't have the old description for Daisy. For those who don't know, Daisy's feet squirt milk when she runs. I just think this is important for y'all to know. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Boom! Oh! Is that really a million? A million roses? Amazing! That's amazing! We're rather impressed. Such a pointless exercise. Well, thank you for doing it. We're so pleased. Yes, let's go home now.
You did it.
Thank you, Mari. Look at this! Look at this! It's 9:27. 1 million roses! Hello! Why was that musical? Why did I just auto-tune my own voice? How the hell? My God. My God. I'm going to aim for the 4th square. Right here. I'm aiming right in the 4th square. Gonna aim for that 4th square right there. Hey, Snow. Oh shit.
Let the games begin. Pick a spot to drop from.
Let's go.
Ever heard of chaos theory? Well, this is chaos.
Oh! Woo!
I am filled with rage about the whole nobody dying thing.
Yeah! I'm glad this guy has no peripheral vision whatsoever. What? What? I need to do backspin if I'm doing this. I got distracted by the golf cart. I screwed that up because I thought I was going to get hit by a golf cart. Learned that white strawberries exist. Now Daisy. Hello! I'm back. I got my hoodie on and I'm sad. I'm looking at it. So this is a really old, I'm wearing a really old Cowbear branding based hoodie of mine. And the cowbear is almost completely off. Like, there's little bits of the ear, and that's it. I'm gonna need to get get a new hoodie. For those who don't know, I do have a merch store. With really cute hoodies and stuff on there, but I'm gonna have to buy one of my own hoodies soon. Ugh. Oh. Oh man. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Okay. Oh, and I fixed my ping issue, by the way. For those who caught my last Minecraft stream, I was talking about having like from 200 to 500 ping on average. It was related to my VPN. I was having trouble with my VPN. But what I was able to do was set it to very specifically allow my server's IP through and bypass the VPN. So, problem solved there. Just pick a random row. We're going to go right here. It'd be there. Nope. Well, eventually there. But yeah, I need to make a bunch of light bulbs. And then we'll place the light bulbs down. And then get all of this glowing eventually. Hey, Beard! There. There. I always feel so slow doing this, but I don't feel like there's actually a quick way to do this. So I need to stop giving myself crap for how annoying this is. And what really sucks is there's a lot more on the radar. Hey, Lapis! There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I just want to get this sphere underway, and I want to actually make considerable progress on it. And I don't think there's like a overall fast way. I think the way I was doing it originally is probably the fastest way to at least get major progress done. And that is like for the lower sections is going around bit by bit. Right, like it's going one by one. It's breaking each one individually. Like breaking the bottom layers, working your way up. But when you get to the top half, I think that method does a massive shift. And I don't think going from the bottom is necessarily the way you want to go. Okay, there's nothing in front of that one, so that goes there, that goes there, there, there. There we go. Random lag spike. Didn't appreciate it. Okay. Okay. Like, I want to at least get a sizable, section of this right here. But you can see the pathing, right? Like, I think the fast way is probably still stacking on the below one. I don't know. I wanted to establish the sphere. So I'm probably supposed to be going like this, right? And then we get... Yeah, this is going to be the faster way. I should be annoyed with myself for doing it the way I was. But I like having those points of reference, where I can go, oh yes, I am making that progress, but... There we go. Then when I hit these ones, we just go here. There, there. There, 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 there. Boop. And to you. It's just so many. So much glass. Do 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 do. See, now I feel warm. This is the thing. I put a hoodie on and now I'm too hot. I wish it was a zip-up hoodie. This is why I like zip-up hoodies. They may not get the prettiest art because of the front being covered, but at least I'm not going to sweat to death. I can easily, quickly adjust the temperature. Like, being able to change, like, if you're in a climate where the weather is very unsure of itself, having a hoodie that you can quickly adjust the temp of is kind of vital to survival. Da 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 da. Ah, itchy nose. Do do do. Okay, I'm gonna need to get more of the, I need more skulk! Nyom. Hey, Kate, how's it going? Back to the Overlook. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Bum bum bin dum bim bin dum. There we go. See, now, the one big problem that's gonna happen here is, like, you can see how I'm filling these in. The inside of this, however, is going to also need to be skulk, so what I should be doing, and this is where I'm, like, hindsight is 2020 kind of crap we're dealing with, is, like, what I should be doing, now that I've done this, and this is where if I weren't doing this alone right now, this is where this would be really useful. So we can place these down, right? And get all this going, and you can see clearly where the line is. What I should end up doing next is I should actually take a spot. Give me a second. I want to get to there. Okay. So what I should do for the next step is actually just go here. And do that, and then do that. Right, like I should just be doing the next layer of it. In Skulk already. Like, I've got plenty of Skulk. Skulk is not an issue. And I'm gonna need to collect more, but like the proper response is just, oh, place the skull now. Like, oh yeah. That would make sense. And I think between layers, what I need to do is I need to just disable the visualization on it and then go there. Because then I know this is right. Because it's behind the glass. Like, it can't be wrong when it's behind the glass. There we go. Go there. Go there. If you add the skulk, then all you have to do, if a block goes in, is place on top of the skulk instead of potential. Yeah, no, that's exactly what's going through my head as well, Kate. It's like, I should have been doing this the whole time. This gives me that barrier. And it makes it just easier to place the next ones rather than having to go back and forth and figure out where I can and can't place it. Like, it's all just there, and this is what I should have been doing. I think maybe one of the early reasons was that because the mobs can't spawn on the glass, but they can on the skulk, is why I wasn't doing it, but I should have been doing it. At least according to current brain, I should have been doing it. Itchy nose. Do 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 do. There we go. Go there. Go there. But yeah, like, it's not perfect, right? By any means. But that means now when I re-enable this, aside from me constantly misclicking and placing in spots where I don't mean to, it's now just place it. There we go. Beautiful. How did I miss? Like, how did I... I did that in a lot of spots there. What? How's it going, Nathan? There we go. There, 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 there. There. Got it. Yeah, that was much faster doing it that way. Not you, not you. You are supposed to be that. Okay. And then there. And we just keep going, basically the number that's sticking out there. And again, we end up being blind. McBays has really wonderful music videos, and I love that they do live streams of them actually being animated. Like, they've started actually doing live streams on their YouTube channel of, like, hey, doing the art for this music video. It's like, oh, sweet. I did see a post today to people talking about, oh, you need to stop ignoring YouTube, YouTube lives for your streams. And I'm going to say that, I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. I will give YouTube lives the same amount of attention that YouTube gives YouTube lives when it comes to moderation. Once they do better moderation, I will give it more attention. That's my stance. Yeah, they've done bits and pieces for music videos, for the music videos as well. Not always, but just sometimes. But that is better than no times. How's it going, VJ? And I would say right now the amount of attention I am giving YouTube for their lives is the same as amount of attention as YouTube is giving their YouTube Live functionality. And what do I mean by that? What does Cameron mean by giving YouTube Lives the same amount of attention as YouTube gives? This is one I like. This is a fun little thing to me. Like, I'm gonna show you. A lot of you probably have seen this, but I'm gonna show you what it looks like to me, right? Should be this, right? Here's my YouTube homepage, right? This is my YouTube homepage. All right, we all see how much we've got here, right? We all see this. How, like, okay. I feel like a lot of you don't know where it is, which makes this more fun. Where is YouTube Live? How do I get to live streams on this? If I were to ask you, how do I get to live streams? How do I get there? Because this to me is ridiculous. This to me is actually ridiculous. So it's not here. It's all the way down here. All the way down here. Near the very bottom of the side panel. Not up here. With shorts. Home Shorts Live. This is where it should be. Home Shorts Live. That's what it should be. But no, it's Home Shorts Live is down here. This actually, last week, so this is actually a change. Last week, this was in the show more. It wasn't even here. It was in the show more. So they moved it. But it's not even up here. YouTube does not care about YouTube Live. At all. So, like, that's the thing where it's like, people going, oh, you need to stream on YouTube Live. It's like, YouTube doesn't even care about YouTube Live. They just did it to make more money off of people who tend to stream over to Twitch. Because, like, oh, the people who stream over to Twitch are getting a whole bunch of money through that. We better monetize ourselves in a way where we can get some of that money. So they added it. They don't care about it. Only on some days, Earthquake. Playables move around. Playables will move around every, like, 3 weeks. They'll pick a new spot for it. I miss subscriptions being a tab. Now it's a menu. You can still click on it, it works like a tab, but visually I don't feel like I'm supposed to click on it. Like, YouTube this last year has gotten substantially worse layout-wise. Playables are browser-based games that you can also play on mobile. You know, the thing that people totally come to YouTube for. It's kind of like how Netflix has video games that get streamed to your TV. If you were just somebody who still uses Netflix for some reason, it's that. But YouTube does it with those really crappy throwaway games that are like slide the character left and right in order to do the thing, or make the ice cream cone for people. I know the reason they're on there is because they all have ads. And because they all have ads, they're able to make money off of it. Because, like, if you weren't aware of this, Google and Apple and all those companies, they get 40% of all revenue your app makes. 40%. So any ad revenue, they get 40%. So as long as there's people playing it and opening it, they get 40%. That's the reason you're seeing it everywhere. What was it? The one game that you slide the soldier left and right or whatever that went around for a while. You slide the soldier left and right, you shoot the barrels, things like that. That makes $150 million a month. They make that much. Now that means Google is making either 40% of that on top of it or 40% of that cut. So yeah, that shows you how exploitative those games are and things like that, and that's why you're seeing playables, because those games are making that much per month. So if they're hosting the next big hit, then they've just made a ton of money. So yeah. I'm doing this wrong. I forgot to enable. I was just kind of winging it. Fix that. But yeah, no, it's... I think what makes that one funny, so, Code Bullet, the reason I know about the 150 million is Code Bullet just did a video where he tries to remake popular mobile games in an hour. He remade it almost, I mean, honestly, pretty flawlessly, at least conceptually, in an hour. So they're making $150 million a month from something that could be thrown together in an hour. Which, to me, tells me I hate my ADHD, because holy crap, the amount of shitty mobile games I could totally make bank on that I have ideas for that could actually make them fun. But I'd also have to be an awful person to want to exploit people like that, so there's variables, right? I have seen interesting games that were on the top charts of things like Google Play and stuff, but I want to point out, I haven't seen them since mobile gaming died from, like, handheld consoles. That Alto's Adventure, I think, was the best one for me as far as, like, mobile games went. I think Alto's was my favorite. But no, it used to be really good, but that was before, when they were not actually... when they were competing with things like the DS and the 3DS and things like that. That was when it was good. But when they essentially killed off handheld gaming, that's when it flopped. Right? And I think part of the issue is all of the good mobile games, all the good mobile games on your phone should be pay. Just buy the game. And the problem is nobody tests those, so they never end up trending. But if it was just an outright buy the game, I would play so many more. I'd rather buy a game than deal with ads. And I think that's kind of the thing that I think is changing a lot of how it's viewed, right? I want... This is a genuine thing. I may be broke, but I want to buy games. I don't want to watch ads in order to play the game. I want to buy the game. But the reason the ad-heavy free ones are so popular is because parents don't monitor what their kids are playing on mobile platforms. They just let their kids keep playing them. This is also why YouTube pushes playables more. Because kids are given free access to YouTube for some reason, but they're not allowed to download games in the Play Store. So you put the games on YouTube itself, and then they can play that on their phone through YouTube. So kids are constantly playing them, watching the ads on YouTube, wash, rinse, repeat. It's literally so that way kids don't have to go off app and download something that needs a password to access when they already have access to it. That's all it is. All it is. It's a way to exploit children of overworked parents who can't pay attention to their kids because they don't have the time. Because they're so overworked and exhausted by the time they get off work that they don't have the energy to deal with their kids anymore. Because they're not paid enough and they don't actually get to spend time with their kids. Because they gotta work 2 jobs. I know how capitalism works. I know how it all works. I understand. Like, I used to be able to play Crash Team Racing on my iPod Touch. I used to be able to play a full-fledged Katamari game on my iPod Touch. I had to buy the games, but I had a full game. You know, like... I want, like... This is why I miss actual, like, mobile games. And I'm talking, like, mobile, like, handheld, not mobile, like there's no handheld console. There is not a handheld console right now that is powerful enough to do basic games. And I have to say basic games. As much as I really do love my Playdate, there's no option there, right? Like, there's not an option... Like, the Playdate, while it does have cool games, do not get me wrong, I love the Playdate, I think the Playdate has some great games on it. That is not going to appeal to enough of an audience to make it work. The Vita was absolutely amazing, but it needed a video out. Like, that's the only reason the Vita failed. Like, genuinely, the only reason the Vita failed is it did not have a video out. And I know that sounds like a weird statement, which is funny now, because it technically does have video out now, because people... you can hack it to have it just by opening a URL on your web browser with it, which is great. But like the Vita was fantastic, and if the Vita had had a proper video out for people, it would have worked as the perfect advertising they needed to sell the games that were on it, to get more people to check it out. Because that's the thing, is we are in an era where commercials are not what sells things. It is word of mouth. I buy things because my friends tell me the things are good. I buy video games because my friends tell me that they're good games. That they've been advertised through game devs talking about other game devs and hyping each other up. It's not advertisements, it's not commercials, it's not trailers. I buy things because the streamers I watch were playing them and I thought, oh, that looks cool, I want to play that too. The Switch is not a handheld. The Switch is not a handheld. It may fit in your pocket, but it shouldn't go in your pocket without a case. And there are not cases for the Switch that are going to fit in your pocket. And most pockets are not going to fit. Especially stereotypical women's pockets. It's not going to work. It is not a mobile console. It is a console. It is a home console that you can make mobile if you need to. But it is not a mobile console. I understand the desire for it to be a mobile console, but it's not. And it's like, well, women's pockets aren't there so they can sell purses. That's all it is. Women's pants don't have pockets so they can sell purses. It's also to sell off keeping things out of their pockets so people can stare at their butts more. It's all sexism. It's sexism and profiting and being a dick. But it's just to sell purses. Bah. But no, like, the Switch is not mobile. The Switch is not mobile. Like, okay, you've got trip pants. Congratulations, you can fit a Switch in there. Like, I've got trip pants, I can hold a PS3 in there. That doesn't make it a mobile console. Oh, it's got a screen in it. Yeah. I want a DS. I want a DS again. I want a Vita. I want these things to still have new stuff being made for them. I want them to be cared for by the companies that are making them. I don't want Nintendo to be like, we're turning off the store. Like, why? Why not just keep making the system? Just make less of them. Make less of them. Make them more expensive now. It's fine. I think Sony had the right idea, very specifically with the Sony Xperia Play. But they did not do the marketing they needed to for it to work in the US. And for those who do not know what the Sony Xperia Play is, the Sony Xperia Play was a cell phone that had a built-in PlayStation controller on it. And it could play PS1 games. You could actually run PS1 games on the phone natively. And it was great. But they did not market it in a way that was able to reach a large enough audience to make it viable to continue making it. And for people to want to make games for it. But it essentially had the power of a PSP on your phone. And it's like that. We need more phones like that. We need more fun phones. I'm tired of every phone. Every phone is literally the same phone except for the operating system and the camera. They're all the same. They're all the same. And that sameness is boring. I want the cell phones from Eden of the East. I want to be able to have that phone. I want a phone that has I want a Japanese cell phone that has a screen that rotates 45 or 90 degrees to the direction I'm holding it, so I have a widescreen, but I still have the old touchpad. Also, hi, Larmouth. Every gaming phone is absurdly expensive and confusingly sharp. Yeah. Yeah. Except for the Sony Xperia Play. I'm going to go back to this. Sony Xperia Play was the right phone. If you've never seen an old Sony Xperia Play, I think it's the Sony Xperia Play 2, I think was the last one. They still make the Sony Xperia, but I don't think they have the Play part anymore. Which the Play part was literally a slidable back piece that was the controller. And it slid out from under it. It had two little analog sticks and everything. It was great. But no, it became more making a phone that does exactly what everyone else's does, so people could make software that worked for all of them rather than having a unique experience that would try and sell itself. Yeah, Lane was a good one, but yeah, it did have that nice little side effect in its design. But no, Eden of the East is, I think, my favorite cell phone. The Eden of the East phones felt like a Digivice. And if you ask me, every phone should feel like a Digivice. I don't care if you like Digimon or not, like, the Digivice aesthetic works flawlessly as a cell phone. Not the old Digivices, but like newer Digivices. Which now the newer Digivices are watches, made specifically so they could sell watches. And I hate that. Not the newest ones, but the like Ghost game, they're watches. Which is cool, but they also do not. I would like smartwatches more if the battery life wasn't trash on them. Listen, a watch is something I should not have to charge every day. A watch is something I should have to charge like once a month at most. I don't care if it's a smartwatch. Like, oh, but it can do all these things. Nah. Nah. You don't need that much battery to do what you're doing. Don't lie to me. If a Furby can last 3 months on 2 AA batteries, you can last far longer on this lithium-ion battery. Even if you're doing like twice as much, you're just inefficiently using your power is what it is. Furby doesn't have to connect over Bluetooth. Neither do smartwatches! Not as often as they are. They could ping it every once in a while. You don't need to do it constantly. Let me adjust the settings. Like, you can have it check once a minute. You don't need to check constantly. It's so meh. Honestly, I feel like I could genuinely, it feels like I would rather have a phone or a smartwatch that has a damn CMOS battery in it and let it run on that for a while. And I feel like it would outlive a regular smartwatch. It's like, oh, but blah blah. It's like, I don't care. I don't care. I want. Like, I have the Digivice watch. I haven't used it. Why? Because I need to plug. Like, it has like a 7-hour battery life. Like, the Digimon smartwatch that exists has like a 7-hour battery life. That's not even long enough to make it through a work day. Like, what do you mean I have to reset the thing because its battery died because I couldn't get to a charging thing fast enough? It's so... Ugh. It's so trash. Give me a second. I'm changing music. There we go. There we go. Ba-ba-dee-ba-doo. Oh, we're hitting the speed up points on this now. There we go. There we go. Ha. Ah. Feels good to hit that tipping point. Do I have a quick toggle for this? I know there's settings in here. I want to get rid of red and blue, and then I think that'll make it a little bit easier to see these. A little bit too far, though. Let's go, like, here. There we go. Now I can see them a lot more against what I'm dealing with. But I want a quick toggle, because I have that one. Down doesn't do anything on my commands. Up is the toggle for that, but can I set that to automatically toggle it on and off rather than me doing this back and forth? So that is build guide. Build guide. Toggle enabled. There we go. Boom. It's double pressing for some reason. I don't know why it's double pressing, but it's there. Hey, Sharon. Hey, input. Okay, go there. I think the double press is actually related to the way my keyboard is designed, because my keyboard actually has 2 press points on it, and I'm wondering there might be something wrong with the switch, specifically on my down key. I may need to just replace that switch. Doesn't take long, but it's going alright, input. We're doing progress. I went on some rants about mobile games and missing actual handheld consoles. We're making progress on the sphere, at least this corner of it. I'd really like to be able to say I'm at least like a proper quarter of, or a proper eighth of the way done. Because each section, right? Like, I know I'm more than, I think I'm like a third of the way done, proper. But I'd like to actually have, like, areas where I can go, I've fully lit up that section as well, and blah, blah, blah. So, we're working on the sphere today, because I've been brain fried on making progress. Like, I just haven't wanted to build new buildings or anything right now. So, we're just going through that. And then we're also kind of double checking that people redeeming the watch streak, make sure they get their watch streak proper, which seems to be working. Nobody's had any problems today. But now when you redeem your watch streak, it actually will reward your stream avatar automatically and give you a special outfit piece and all that fun stuff. Yep. Off! Yeah, that my down key is not working right. Why is my down key not working right? I don't want that one. Why does that say left button? Oh, well, okay, it's because I clicked on it before. But we're gonna put 0 there, and then I'll just use 0 for it, right? Will you 0 work? Okay, so it seems to be the build guide itself is broken. It's not actually the key that I was pressing, which is good to know, I suppose. But yeah, so my keys actually have it can change what it is as I'm pushing down the key. So as it's descending, I can make it one thing, and then as it actually goes past a certain threshold, it can be a second one. So yeah, I actually can make my key do two different things if I want it to. But all my keys right now are set to just down and down. Or like the same on both, so that shouldn't be it, but it is possible that it's like reading that there's a gap in there for some reason. I don't know. I didn't get it on purpose, it was just in the settings, like, oh, okay. Boop, 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 boop. I love seeing, like, getting to a point where... That is annoying, though. I love that I'm at a point, though, where I can very quickly start doing these layers. Oh, sorry. Doot, doot, doot. Doot, 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 doot. Okay. Do that, go there. Okay. Another layer sorted. There's just so many layers. For those who don't know what I'm working on, if you've not seen this, it's a giant sphere. I've got all the... Okay, I do have all the glass placed in that corner over there. I don't have all of it in any of the other sides, though. It's just that one corner, pretty much, that I've got worked out. But I've got that one. And then I'm working on getting this section. This is the main section that faces everybody's base, so it's nicest if I get this done. But then I want to do this side. This side only faces Avon's base over there. And then Shy's over there. That bridge doesn't feel like it goes as far when you go like this. I'm going to have to build something out there that really cloaks that, or maybe it goes into a cave or something. I don't know. Or I might have to extend that all the way over to that hill. Or do construction, like something happened and interrupted it. We'll figure it out. Well, the idea of that bridge is that the bridge was a way of commerce into the city, other than the port, right? And it was where people would like actually try to travel, but then that area is slowly becoming overrun, things like that. Typically, you wouldn't see it from this kind of height. Yeah, same general premise on kind of like its visual theming there, Earthquake. You're not wrong. Yeah, I don't want to do like a portal, because a portal feels like that gives it a determined end, where I'd rather it be something that they used to use that they can no longer use. Like, it was a way for them to be above the problem for a while, but then the problem ended up becoming too much for the bridge, even the bridge's height, to be able to overcome, kind of thing. Is the issue holding it down? It is. I have to tap it fast enough. It's reading it as being held down. It's not a toggle. It's a press. That's the issue going on with these. Boop, 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 boop. Burp, 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 burp. Which one was that? That was this one. There we go. Boopy doopy doop. There's another one. Okay, now we're entering an area where there should be double ups on the on some of the glass that I need to be aware of. It's not like a time-consuming fix, but it is a thing. There we go. Go as far in as I can. Oh, 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 right there. There we go. But yeah, putting the enable and disable build guide on a toggle hotkey, I think was definitely the right choice. This is far less annoying to deal with. There we go. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Anyone got any plans today? Anybody doing anything? It's Sunday. I feel like today is a good day to do absolutely nothing. I think we should all do nothing. But if you are doing something today, what are you doing? What are you up to? What's your plans? I have no idea what Calva Luis is, or who. But congratulations. I hope you have fun. It's a band. I would have guessed it was a singular person, so I'm already failing you. Oh, I'm sorry, Earthquake. Back in college, I went to see Aurelio Voltaire live, and he was just the opening act, but I didn't care. I really, really, really wanted to go. And I got to see him. It was an hour walk from my campus, mainly because did not know the area very well. Went on an hour-long walk for like a 20-minute performance. And you know what? I'd do it again. Chipping away at a to-do list for server plugin development. Fun? I don't envy that, but granted, I'm somebody who does a lot of stream dev stuff, so I get there is a level of satisfaction that comes with that is always nice. Okay, now really quick, are there any of these that I should not have a thing above? I think all of these are good. Yep, all of those are good. Okay. Bow, bow. Do, 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 do. Ha! Do, 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 do. But yeah, and then good luck, Snow. So I've done my taxes. I'm still waiting for them to clear. Like, they've been submitted. My taxes were submitted. I have not paid them off yet by any means. I do want to do a support-a-thon to help me actually pay them off because I'm broke. Even though you've all helped a lot with the sponsorship, which never did get back to me. I want to be clear on this. They never got back to me about the extension. I'm still angry. However, I say this, the events will still track and they still will pop up. So hopefully they will honor any that happened after the end within the next 5 days to help with that. because that is something that's actually genuinely like irritating me. Is like they haven't gotten back to me. I'm checking my email now just to make sure. I don't believe they work on weekends at all. But no new emails.
You've got a great personality.
Wait, is this an actual person? No, that's not a person. Okay, I did get an email. I'm pretty sure I'm talking to a bot because this is a name I've not dealt with before, so I'm actually more annoyed on this. So I said campaign extension to their bot, and their bot goes, "It looks like you want to extend your campaign. Scroll to the bottom of your campaign page and you'll see a button to request a 5-day extension." I said, there is no button to extend the campaign. Right? And then they go, "Oh, if your campaign is missing, you can apply here." And they go, "Does this solve your problem?" I go, "No, I still need help." And then I went, "No, I still need help." And they asked for a description. I said, "Last ticket unresolved, requesting campaign extension of 5 days. Button does not exist." And I just got an email that says, "Hi, to help us check the missing event issue, please send campaign name, a screenshot attachment showing the issue on the missions event tab." No! That's not my issue. That wasn't my issue. I'm so I hate this offsetting every human employee to AI to try and deal with this crap. Like it never helps. It's never right. It's never been right. It never will be right. It's just more problems for everyone that solves nothing. It just makes me not want to use people's products. And I'm sadly trapped with this one because they're the only ones that actually give me good paying sponsorships. So yeah. Little bit annoyed by that. I love that I did see that I had an email there though, but it's like that's not what I requested. At all. You told me to do a thing that I cannot do. And now my campaign is over, according to your site, because you told me to do a thing I can't do, and then you never got back to me. Which I want to be clear, I asked for a campaign extension 5 days ago. And they said they were experiencing longer than normal queues. So, if they're using an AI, the AI can't seem to handle it. It's just, oh my god. It's infuriating. I can understand having like checkboxes that guide me to the website's FAQ that may cover the issue. I'm cool with that. I'm cool. I'm completely cool with that. I have no issues with doing that to offload the basic stuff. but don't reply to me with an AI chatbot when I say, no, that didn't help, and then give me another automated thing that isn't even on the correct topic. Because I think the problem is, it gives you this list of like, do you need help with these things, right? It gives you like an entire list. And it goes, do you need help with any of these things? And you got little click boxes. I don't think their chatbot knows how to acknowledge those boxes. So according to the thing, I said something about it. But I didn't. Like, I never said anything about the things. It was never part of the conversation. They just suggested them as possible, like, things I might need help with. And it's just, it's...
Time for a quick save, cause it's advert time.
Is it, Mari? Is it truly advert time? Let me finish this row. Did I not just place these? Okay, I apparently, like, want... What happened here? Why was I not placing... At what point did I stop placing these? Or was I placing glass and I've swapped over? I was placing glass and I swapped over. It's fine. Gonna need to do it anyway. Do. Like, these spots are wrong. I'm gonna end up with a lot of those, is the problem. There you go. Pretty dance, pretty dance. Oops. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, there we go. Let me get this, we'll get this skulk layer in, which I think that might be all of it already. Because I didn't need a ton of it. We've got a fair bit of the glass left, but we are going to step away 5 minutes, or not 5 minutes, 3 minutes, to roll ads, to turn them off for anybody new that tunes in the next 60 minutes. Standard affair. I don't like y'all missing anything, so I think this is the best time to do this. It's a good reminder for y'all to get up, stretch, grab a snack, all that fun stuff, but I will catch you all in just a little bit, so please do take care of yourselves. Be right back. Here we go. Boom! Oh! Is that really a million? A million roses? Amazing! That's amazing! We're rather impressed. Such a pointless exercise. Well, thank you for doing it. We're so pleased. Yes, let's go home now.
You did it.
Thank you, Mari. Look at this! Look at this! It's 9:27. 1 million roses! Hello. Why was that musical? Why did I just auto-tune my own voice? How the hell? My God. My God! I'm going to aim for the
Which
fourth
slots are
square.
dead zones?
Right here. I'm aiming right in the fourth
Go ahead,
square.
everyone else. Choose a slot
Gonna aim
to
for that
make it
fourth
no
square right
bueno.
there. Hey, Snow. Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Let the games begin.
Let's
Pick a spot to drop from.
go.
Ever heard of chaos theory? Well, this
Oh,
is
oh,
chaos.
oh, 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 oh! Woo!
Oh, I am filled with rage about the whole nobody dying thing.
Yeah! I'm glad this guy has no peripheral vision whatsoever. What? What? I need to do backspin if I'm doing this. I got distracted by the golf cart! I screwed that up because I thought I was going to get hit by a golf cart. Learn that white strawberries exist. Now Daisy, female. Daisy's name in Japan is Horumon, apparently. A second cousin who is a cow through and through. Their running speed is the same as whether on 2 or 4 legs. I'm glad they don't have the old description for Daisy. For those who don't know, Daisy's feet squirt milk when she runs. I just think this is important for y'all to know. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Boom. I'm eating a slice of bread. I'm hungry, but I don't want food. Bread counts, right?
Game over.
Apparently it doesn't count. Okay. Rude. Ah, okay. Boop. Yay, Vividist. Do 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 do. Da ba da ba da ba ba. Dooby 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 boo. There we go. That one. Bread sandwich. No, I refuse bread sandwiches. Bread sandwiches are cursed. I would rather have a slice of bread. As somebody who struggles to eat bread properly, without choking. Bread sandwiches are cursed. Have a good one, Earthquake. There we go. There we go. Ah. No, but no. Okay, I somehow missed that one. And that goes there. That goes there, that goes there. There we go. It's like, something ain't right. I'm out of skulk! Again! Bum bum ba-dum bum bum. Okay, let's grab some of that, and then let's see how much purple glass we have left. Yeah. Still got a decent amount. We are getting there, though. We're actually getting a good chunk of this done, and I'm very pleased about that. And then I have to light it, but that's for later, brain. Go to wherever we left off. Where did I leave off? I mean, it was on this. I was placing glass. Wow, I was right at the edge of it. Okay. And a boop. But yeah, just getting a corner of this done will make me so much happier. Because this just takes so long. It is such a tedious process. Don't get me wrong, I love it. It's gonna get weird when I get to a certain point in this, though, because I want to hide... Well, I say hide. I want to put runes in it that aren't going to be the most obvious from below, right? So, if we look from out here, you really don't see much. You see the glow, right? I'm gonna put magenta glass in bits of it.
Everybody, you're looking super handsome.
Mainly so when you look at it from the map, you'll see the runes. That's gonna be one of the big parts of it. Okay. Boom. There we go, and continuing. Boop, boop, boop. Next floor. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. There's one. See, I knew these were going to be in here, but I didn't know where. Not there. Ooh, we're getting to the end of our journey. On this side. I could easily, like, place the ones in there. I think what I'm going to need to do, though, is I'm going to need to get the happy gas inside to place the... In order to not lose my mind, I'm going to need to get the happy gas inside, and then I'm going to be placing most of the skulk inside with the happy gas. I think is going to be the big part of dealing with all of that, right? Because I should be able to happy gas the inside and not be an issue. No, I'm not doing transmutation stuff. I used to have bases where I was doing that, but I'm not doing that this time. The idea for this base, for that area, in there is a giant, hexagram? Hexagram? In there that's supposed to be like a summoning circle, that I'm also going to put runes in, but this is above it, and I'd like to have the runes for this area also be, visible. And I might do it on those as well, I'm not sure. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, there. Get rid of that one. But yeah, I think I'm going to need to use a happy gas to get a lot of this because it just there's too many. I hate whatever weird double tap it's doing with that. There we go. Give me that one. I think it's just those two right now. There we go. There we go. Progress. Progress. Ah, it feels good, though. It feels really good to just have, like, what I would consider significant progress on this. As much as it's, like, not the most satisfying, I feel, to do. Like, when you actually get through some of these spots, it's just like, oh, my god. I've cleared up bits of chat. bits of problems. Is so clean. Okay. That is almost all of that corner. I've got a little gap here I apparently missed that we've got to do yet. Let's go down that way. But it looks like only 3 or 4 more layers, really? On this section, anyway. Toggle that off. Place the skulk. There we go. Do, 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 do. Okay, and then we will turn that back on. We will fix this bit, and then we will do the return path. I like this song. Good vibes. Levels trauma for me. I was gonna say, this is, I think this is Houston from the, I believe it was introduced in We Love Katamari, the underwater level, is where my brain is going. So, yeah, the underwater level, the first time you do it, is just like the worst. It's not that bad now that I've played it 100 times over. But Houston, oh my god. Houston brings back the nightmares. There we go. Just follow this because I know... There we go. I was gonna say, I know this is kind of the edge of where it is. Then we do another pass, and we just follow the outer edge. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. There we go. So many spots. Do 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 do. It feels good though. So again, I mentioned this earlier in the stream, but I'm really happy to have done this. So I used to not use Distant Horizons. I was using Bobby, which the reason I didn't use Distant Horizons is because I was having a memory leak issue. I have added a line to basically help with it dumping the memory that it's the memory leak issue that it kind of causes, and it has worked this stream at least. So I should not be having that stutter anymore, which is fantastic. I also found out that the lag in my storage room was very specifically caused by the group of custom player skin armor stands, and I don't know if that's something they're working on, if that's been optimized, because I did notice there was another release of it, but I did have issues in the past, so I'm not certain if we've got that solved or not, but... Big stretch! Big stretch! Oh my god! Ah! I'm okay. You just get those moments where it's like, holy crap. BB, are you laying behind my keyboard? Hi, buddy. Hi. Such a cutie. He's laying behind the keyboard. Just chilling, looking at me like, hi. He's very cute. Dun 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 dun. Oh, but everything like needs like massive stretches right now, and I'm just like, I don't wanna. I just wanna. I actually kind of want to sleep. I'll be real with you. I just kind of want to sleep. Okay, there. I blame the cold weather. Like, it's shifting like that. My body is doing the same thing it does every fall when it starts doing this. It's like, oh, hibernate? Hibernate. You want to hibernate, don't you? It's like, yes. Yes, I do. I won't, but I want to. Plus, I think there's a chance that Cleo streams today, so I should be there for moderating. Not that I don't think the other mods can't handle it, but it's more of a... I added so many things to the word filter and probably broke so many things with the bot that I'd like to get that a little sorted. I'm okay with that conspiracy, though. Hibernating sounds great. I just wish hibernating was a viable thing. Like, could you imagine if, like, just like, if humans for, like, 3 months a year just decided to not do anything new, and we all just kind of chilled indoors for a while and relaxed, and we just watched things on our backlog and kind of rested in bed. We don't have to, like, fully go to sleep or anything, because that part's a myth. Bears are still awake. They're just doing far fucking less, you know. I would like, we need that. We need just chill for the winter, vibe, do your own thing, 3 months a year. That's what I want. I want that for 3 months a year. Just relaxing. Bum, bum. Burr, burr, burr. The problem right now is mobs are apparently spawning in my base. Why are you spawning in my base? Where did you even come from? I feel like you would have died if you fell from up here. You must have fallen from one of the... No, how? Where did you come from? What location did you possibly come from and not die? Eh. I also just remembered last stream we set up the set of drown spawners. I kind of want to go over there and just take them out again. See if we get any copper. Whoop, whoop. I want to get this side, quote-unquote, done, and then I want to start placing the lights on it to really, really start making this side pop. Oh my god, that toggle is annoying. And it's definitely a bug with the, like, with the hotkey. Okay. There. Ooh, we're hitting, we're really close to done, you can tell, because I can't do this right because there's stuff in the way. we go. Like, I keep bumping into the one next to me. That was a weird spot. There we go. There we go. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Okay. Got that one. And then that goes there. And then we go out here. Over there. There. Wow. We're nearing a very visible quarter of the way done. It's still taking a bit, but we are nearing a quarter of a way done visually on the glass portion, at least. Because I guess I still need to do the lighting on it, which would take a little bit, which will take another, it's another pass. But that's also the easiest pass because there's nothing else up here to light up, and I'm lighting them up at full bright, right? So even if I misplace them and accidentally add too many in a spot, it's still, like, it's still the same light level. Oh, we're so close. Ah, Awawa. Awawawa. Awawa. Go. You and you. And then you, and you. Okay. So that is the entire glass section of that quarter of the sphere. Ugh, I got 3 more quarters of sphere that I've got to glass over. And that doesn't even count the interior adding in the skulk to cover it. But that's not a huge deal. Like, the skulk doesn't have to be clean. I just need to cover up all the spots. So that's whatever. Like, you can see here, like, these are all clean because I was placing them on the inside, but, like, they can be doubled up, and I've missed some here and there. It's fine. I'll take a happy gas around. I'll patch them. Not a huge problem. And they can be more than one. I can spam, be weird, whatever. We've got a bunch down here as well. Things like that, right? The tedious part mostly is going to be placing the lights, I think, for me. The glass is actually the worst part of this whole thing. Let's go to storage. And drop off that skulk. I'm going to go to old storage, and we're going to go over here and drop these off. Because we don't need any more of the glass right now. We do, however, need you and you. We need to go to storage. I think we just need 2 stacks, but there we go. think this is all we need. Perfect. Obviously, they didn't give me nearly enough of them, but... Hey, Cold. Okay, grab 2 more. We're gonna go here again. There's 10, and we're gonna grab 2 more things of glowberries. Go here. And back to the overlook. Do 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 do. So this is the halfway line on this. There we go. There we go. And that is as far as I can reach from that layer. No! No! I'm gonna need to bring some extra glass. Boopy doopy doopy doo, boopy doopy doopy boo. Okay. Another one. Whoa. It's a little bright, but we do what we have to, right? Free mate. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yay, Finn! Hopefully that counts, and I'm gonna fight them over this. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Finn, on that one, I fought for an extension, and I'm still fighting for an extension, because I'm supposed to be able to get a 5-day extension if I want one, and they told me to click a button that doesn't exist in order to get the extension. And I've been trying to get a hold of tech support, an actual person, for 5 days. And it's supposed to be a 5-day extension, and my campaign has now ended. They have not resolved my issue in 5 days because I can't seem to get a hold of a person. I'm hoping they do the right thing and honor the missing events that happen as a result of this not working, but you know how companies are. Yeah. Do. Ugh. Whoa, bright screen. Sorry. Blinded myself with that one. Okay. And go up to here. Go there. Bappa yo, bappa yo, bappa. But see, like, I placed that one wrong, but it's not going to matter. These are max light level areas, right? So, like, even if I have to, like, add another one, it's whatever. Like, the part that sucks is that I wasted a light bulb rather than, oh no, it's in the wrong spot. Like, eh. Boobadoop. Boobadoop. Okay. Sorry for the yawns. I did not sleep well. More so I had trouble falling asleep. The sleep I got was great, but my body's just like, you don't need good sleep, right? And I'm like, I'd like it. And they're like, you don't need it, though. And I'm like, Bappa yo, bappa yo, bappa. La 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 la. Ah. Okay. Switch away from it so we can get a look at it. Yeah, see, this is why we're lighting it up. It's just that visual effect right there, that glow. That glow does so much for it, right? Like, visually, you look at that and you go, oh my god. Let me turn off the light there. But you can see there's this... It's actually lighting... It looks like light is emitting from behind the the ball. Even when the sun comes out, you can look at that and go, oh, why have I been tagged? Thank you. I do appreciate that. Ugh. Oh, I'm sleeping! And drained. It might be time to start wrapping up. I just don't have the energy to do more right now. And I feel a little guilty about that. But listen. We got a lot done, especially for a brain as tired as mine is right now. So I really can't count that as a loss. We did all of that. We cut down all those trees that were right there. We cut down a batch around that, and we kind of cleared out that area and figured out where they spawn. We got this entire side of the sphere starting to be is actually covered in glass, which is huge. So we're getting considerable progress. So I can't really complain too much. But I do think I need to end it, and I know it. Like I said, I know it's a bit early, and I do apologize for that. I have no energy today. So hopefully you all understand. There is a nap in my future. That is the main thing. There is a nap in my future. I'm gonna send you away though. We're gonna send you over to one of our lovely friends, I think. Maybe. Wait. I'm unsure. Buh, 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 buh. I'm checking things really quick. Trying to figure out if the stream is ending or not. So my brain's like, is the stream I'm watching ending? Because I don't want them to be ending. No, they're not ending. Cool. So I'm gonna send you over to our friend Sloy. So I'm gonna hit that, and I'm gonna hit this. But I will be streaming again in about 5 hours. So if you do want to watch me stream some more, it won't always be Minecraft. If you've never been here before, it won't always be Minecraft. We do a lot of indie games and a lot of variety stuff. So I hope you'll consider clicking that follow button if you haven't already. But thank you so much to everybody coming by today and being supportive and being kind. I appreciate you all so much. Please take care of yourselves. You deserve the world, genuinely. That said, see ya. Love ya. Bye-bye.